Hello everybody, my name is Shortster 2.5 and today I'm going to treat you with a little something this summer. You remember the classic series made by Moscow X called What If Raditz Turned Good? Well, because of that, I was able to gain a lot of inspiration from it and in so created my own What If saga. That saga is called Dragon Ball Super What If Haru of the Stars. Now, unlike the Raditz Turn Good series, I'm not going to change anything by keeping one character alive. I'm going to add in a new character, but without major changes to the story. So don't worry though, no major changes will be changed. At least not all of them at least, but as soon as you get down to it, it's fine. But the reason why it's called Haru of the Stars, well, let's give you an introduction. This is Haru. This is Haru, a character that I created, which of course is going to play a big role in this Dragon Ball What If, and it's going to even change quite a few things, but it won't change too much. But with this series you'll be able to see this little girl who came from the stars above, able to like transform into a beautiful woman who will be a big part in the Tournament of Power. So the main thing I need you to inform you of that this will include everything from the start of Dragon Ball Z all the way to the end of Dragon Ball Super. So I really hope you enjoyed this series, and hang on, what am I talking about? Yeah, the Prison Planet content is also going to be there as well, so no worries about that. This is a fan-made series. This is not official, but if you enjoy it, then I really hope you enjoy it. And yeah, that's basic introductions. But now, this week we're good, or actually, in this video, we're going to be covering everything from the Saiyan saga to the Frieza saga in this mighty What If. So everybody, sit back, relax, enjoy the first part of Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super What If Haru of the Stars, Chapter 1. Enjoy! So Haru's story starts to kick off during a meteor shower, because like any series which has of the stars in their name, it's got to involve some kind of a meteor shower. So, Haru was sent to Earth when she was a baby in the form of a human. I will get to that later on in the series. She was alone, and no one was there to help her, or so we thought. So, who's going to find her? Well, it's going to be none other than Launch. Now, the reason why I put Launch in there is because, well, we hardly seen her in Super, nor we hardly see her in Z, which kind of, like, didn't make much sense, but now that Launch is here, she'll play a big role alongside Haru. So, let's continue. Years happened, and Goku is headed to Master Roshi's to meet with his friends. However, Raditz arrives. However, when Goku dies during the time, Haru has grown up into a kind little girl, helping Launch, good and bad, and through the trials and tribulations. She even managed to see Tien Shinhan along the way, but that was brief, and that was very brief. But what Haru was not expecting, that her adventures were about to begin. During Gohan's travels, when he was training with King Piccolo, he travelled to where Launch was during his training, and of course, like the good girl she is, Haru lets Gohan into her house. And so then the two both hear the news about the Saiyan's arrival, thanks to Piccolo, Raditz, yada yada. Haru decides that she wants to help because although she's a little girl, she's confident that she wants to help out. And honestly, Blonde Launch just refuses this. It's just like, heck no, I raised you for a good amount of years, you ain't going nowhere. But of course, Haru insisted, which of course left Blonde Launch a little bit like confused. Like, I mean, that was the first time anyone has ever stood up to her since Tien, or who knows, since like practically anyone who stood up to Launch. So a farewell was made, and of course she made a promise that to come home when it was all over. Aw, so sweet. Well, because of that, Haru and Gohan trained together with Piccolo during the time of the Saiyans, and so when the Saiyans arrived, she, along with Gohan, Piccolo, were greeted and met Krillin for the final battle with the Saiyans. Yamcha, Tien, and Chaozu showed up, but ultimately, them, along with Piccolo, unfortunately have died in the hands of the Saiyan Nappa. But thankfully enough, Haru was saved by Gohan when facing Nappa when Piccolo got in the way and he sort of died. I think you know the scenario, not too many changes there. But as soon as the two of them were about to kick the bucket, Goku arrived to save the day, and of course, just like in the original manga and anime, Nappa's defeated, got his back broken, Goku and Vegeta fought, and then Vegeta went to Great Ape, Spirit Bomb was launched, and it was basically the same as it is. However, the only change I'm making to this is that when Krillin tries to go get Yachirobe's sword after he got pounded by Great Ape Gohan, Haru steps on the sword. Yes, I'm not joking. She steps on the sword, and Krillin's like, "What? Why are you doing this?" And then Goku did his whole speech like he did in the anime and manga, and the only difference this time is that that cutscene from Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2, Goku literally thanks Haru for sparing Vegeta's life, to which she smiles as she passes out from exhaustion. Vegeta will remember this. So, after the battle with the Saiyans, millions of the Z-Fighters were hurt, and most of them have unfortunately fallen, including Piccolo. Like Gohan and the rest of the crew, Haru does declare that she wants to go to Namek as well. However, Launch insists and says, "No, you can't. I've already seen you hurt enough already. I won't let this be your doom." But Haru comforts her by saying, "It's okay. With Gohan and Krillin with me, it's no way it will be my doom." To which Launch gives her a nice big hug. And, of course, Haru does go with Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan, and they head on their way to planet Namek. Of course, the filler stuff happens, but I wouldn't get too attached to the filler. Once they arrive on Namek, when Frieza was spotted, Haru stayed behind with Bulma while Krillin and Gohan went exploring. Well, because someone had to look after Bulma while they were away. However, they return with Dende, and soon after, Haru goes with Krillin to see Guru, and both of them get the power boost, as well as a Dragon Ball. While that's happening, Vegeta and Zarbon arrives, and of course they have their little brawl while this is happening. Unfortunately, Zarbon dies, and Vegeta tells Krillin to hand over the Dragon Ball. Krillin sees the fear in Haru and Bulma's eyes, and Krillin hands him the Dragon Ball, with Vegeta laughing like a maniac. And luckily enough, Gohan comes back, and Krillin has a very good idea to take Gohan to Guru. And, of course, Haru, after she gained a power boost, leaves along with them, telling Bulma to tell her mother that she's okay. Now, what you can see is that Haru is very considerate about her family. She likes to put that first before the main situation, and this character trait will come in real good handy when we get to the Dragon Ball Super story. So, Haru and Krillin then bump into Vegeta again, but of course was spared alongside Gohan thanks to his little power boost. The middle finger from Vegeta was also included, just so you know. But unfortunately, that was all changed around because of the arrival of the Ginyu Force. The gang gathered the Dragon Balls, but the Ginyu Force showed up, and Captain Ginyu left with the Dragon Balls. And yeah, you know the story. Guldo gets KO'd by Vegeta, so that's no worries there. And then the arrival of Raccoon came in, who destroyed Vegeta, Krillin, and Gohan. But the fact is, Haru was on her own. She looked at the body of the unconscious Gohan, and all the emotions from her heart decided to explode into an explosion of light. That after seeing her precious Gohan hurt and destroyed, Jason Berta had the scouters blown up because of it. And they're like, "Crikey, that's a huge power level. That could make even Lord Frieza scared." After that attack, Haru passes out, and just before Raccoon was about to deliver the finishing blow, Goku shows up. And yeah, as you know, Raccoon and Berta got their butts beat, and Jace got away. I wonder what's wrong with Haru's power, though. That's pretty interesting. Shortly after, when Haru went along with Krillin and Gohan to find the Dragon Balls, Goku accidentally bumped into Captain Ginyu and, of course, had his body switched, but is defeated automatically. So, when Jace was on his own, the skimmy, Captain Ginyu shouts "Jace, what are you doing down there? Come help me out!" And then basically "Alright, I'm coming!" But then Vegeta appears behind him. Haru offers to help, but unfortunately, she knows Vegeta is not in the mood for her help, so she backs away. After that, both Jace was killed and Ginyu was defeated and also turned into a frog. After that, Goku gets healed up in the medical chamber, and Haru even gets a nice cute Saiyan armor too. Very nice. That's a very nice gift to you, Vegeta. And, of course, goes along with Gohan and Krillin in using the Dragon Balls to bring Piccolo to Namek and alive. So, alongside Dende, they summon Porunga, wishing Piccolo back to life, as you know. And Vegeta is super ticked as he declares that you have just washed away our one and only option against Frieza! And of course the Dragon Balls then do turn into stone and Frieza is here. Oh, you are in so much trouble now. So they fend off Frieza long enough, facing his first three forms, but of course, and Piccolo arrived too, just in time, so the events happen the same in the anime, and Goku arrives. Goku arrives, Vegeta dies, and of course Frieza's battle, along with Goku's battle, does happen the same as the anime with Haru watching. It pretty much happens the same way in the anime. As the struggle... Oh, hang on, sorry. As the struggle for the Spirit Bomb was on, Haru stopped Frieza's Death Ball. Yeah, remember that scene where Frieza went crazy and decided to use his Death Ball? Well, Haru managed to stop Frieza's Death Ball, distracting him. He's like, "You insolent little vermin. I can't believe it. You're still this tolerable for me, but now I just want to kill you. Would that be fine?" But then it was too late. Goku fired the Spirit Bomb at Frieza, and it was all over. Or so we thought. Frieza survived, of course, killing Krillin in the process alongside Piccolo, but Piccolo could regenerate from that one. And then it happened. As soon as Haru stepped in, she was fired by a death beam to take the hit for Gohan. This made Goku super, super mad. Lightning spurted in the air. The wind was violent. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Goku was transforming into a Super Saiyan for the final showdown. Gohan leaves with Haru and Piccolo to leave with Bulma and goes off to fight Frieza himself. And as you know, the things happened in the same way in the anime. Goku obliterates Frieza and wishes everyone on Earth except those two. The battle was pretty intense either way. So Haru and her friends, except Goku, was sent back to Earth. But also, but the only difference made, when Vegeta made fun that Goku was likely dead, which upset Gohan, Haru breaks up the fight and stands up to Vegeta saying, "How could you be so cruel? Someone just lost their father. You would be upset too if it was your father." And Vegeta just says nothing and grunts. He's like, "You little brat!" And then Piccolo's like, "Stop it, Vegeta." Then Vegeta backs off with a little snark. "You all make me sick." And so, of course, after those events, new Namek was made. Everyone, of course, was alive. Yamcha, Tien, and Chiaotzu, and Krillin. Goku was alive somewhere outside in space. And to end this chapter off, Haru went home to launch for a tearful reunion. Aww, that's so sweet. However, that was short-lived when the arrival of two devilish tyrants arrived on the Earth. Their names were King Cold and Frieza. That's right, Frieza survived the explosion on planet Namek, like he does in the anime and manga, in the form of Mecha Frieza. The evil tyrant has returned for one last match with Goku. However, both of their plans were short-lived, with the arrival of a future warrior wielding a sword that sliced Frieza in half and took down the villainous tyrant King Cold. His name was Trunks. After he kills them both, he leads the gang to Goku's location, which he arrives in just a little than a few hours, like he does in the anime and manga. Everyone was overwhelmed with joy for their hero has returned. So after Goku's little talk with Trunks about the threat of the androids 3 years from now, he is welcomed back by everyone in the gang and the 3-year training has begun. During those 3 years, while looking for a job, Launch opens the door to Goku. So, the fact is, Goku tells some really surprising news to Launch. He claims that Gohan suggested that Haru would help with training. She gladly agrees because, after the whole Frieza shindig, she's used to it by now, and she can clearly understand that Haru will not be in any danger whatsoever. She agrees, and on the one little condition, just as long as she's home by dinner. And that is where the story ends for now. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And stay tuned for next time. We will be doing the Android Saga as well as the Boo Saga if we have time. If not, then we'll still have time for that. So next time, it will be the Android Saga. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ta!